Like,
Oh yeah,
what's up? What's up, people?
I thought it was spoiling. I'm fucking dead, bro.
What you dead about?
My
Oh,
fucking brother, cause he babysitting our cousin dog for 3 days, and he getting paid and shit. But we walk into the store, and I told him to tell our little brother that's there to go downstairs. He was like, man, that nigga's fucking retarded. He's not gonna fucking know what to do. He ain't lying though.
Let
He is not lying, kid.
me get
Well,
this
we
out the
gone.
way real quick, man.
Copyright
Gone.
disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair.
Yo, what's good, my YouTube fam? So on that note, I must say, anything said about any person or persons in this content are not proven facts. Information in this content is based off of opinions and allegations. Allegedly. You know the internet's favorite word, allegedly. Allegedly. Well, let's get it.
Motherfucker, any time of night I want.
Get it. Hey, man, we got one person already tuned in. Peace and blessings to
Huh?
you. Good evening. Good evening. Make
Straight
sure
up.
you smash that
Oh, I gotta
thumbs
think
up.
somebody. You ever seen
All
that?
love. Look, we already on episode 7 of Keeping It a Book, and we only been here like 2 days, man, but we've been having fun with it. Shout out my boy Ian, who been coming through, my boy Friday North.
Yeah. Yerp.
Yeah.
Hey, we turned up today. What's happening though?
For real.
Stoners Unite!
Man. Stoners and Drinkers Associates.
Yeah, ain't no beers up. I'm on my way to it right now. I'm on my way.
I'm just getting started. The last couple episodes, I was already started, man. But I had to save it for today. But yeah,
Hey man, y'all make sure y'all tap into my YouTube, man. Film Friday North. I've been posting on there too.
for real.
Leave it in the comments.
Yeah, I've been posting, bro. For
So
sure.
that's what I'm saying. You got to learn how to start leaving the links or inbox me the link so I can share it on here.
Yeah, it's too late now. You gotta wait till I get to my other phone. It's all good.
You can drop it on the comments.
Hey, you follow my
It's
TikTok
harder
too,
to do it
man.
on the phone. Well, I don't know.
Huh?
How it is.
We're live on YouTube, so drop it in the comments.
Hey Ian.
What up?
You ever ate some grass fed pork chops?
Pork chops? Not yet.
Grass fed, bro.
What is grass
Not
fed
yet.
to be exact, man? Y'all
Bro,
gotta,
grass fed is basically a fucking cow. They only feed grass.
It's
Oh.
like organic.
it's
They
still
not
beef,
feeding.
but
They
it's
not
not
feeding.
grass
They
fed.
not
You
feeding all
just
that.
know what it's eating.
Oh,
Yeah, they not feeding all that bullshit. They just feeding
all
it
the
grass.
hormones and all that stuff.
Yeah, they not
But does
doing
it
all
taste
that.
better?
Yes.
Yeah. That's
It
what Ian
tastes
said.
like butter.
It tastes
That
like
shit-
better.
Ian, that shit
Yes.
had you. Ian, that shit had you
It's
standing in the
amazing.
kitchen. That shit had you standing in the kitchen looking crazy.
Where you get it from?
The S&S produce store down the road.
They take food stamps, EBT.
Yeah, of course, man.
Okay. Where do I get it from down here, man? In Lancaster.
I can look it up for you.
Oh, okay. Hey, Friday North, man. We got some breaking news in Lancaster, man. Some kind of sad news, bro. You heard about Roy's gas station, man?
I did hear about Roy's, man.
Man, that's freaking crazy.
I heard they're having a candlelight up there tonight.
I
I'm
think
dead
that
ass serious. I'm dead ass serious.
I think that was a joke from the homegirl.
I was really gonna try to show it.
Watch what you say on the internet. Show
I was really gonna show up. Hey, yeah, I'm gullible, bro. I believe everything everybody to say until they fuck me over. I believe it. If a nigga told me, he like, yeah, bro, I got $1 million over there stashed, I'm gonna believe cuz until you know he lying. You know what I'm saying? I finally did talk to my boy today, and shout out to him. I'm not gonna say his name, but shout out to him. I
Hey,
talked to my
look.
boy. I was looking for him. Nah, my
Okay.
man, shout out to my boy. He checked himself in the rehab, man. He trying to, he trying to get right. I respect that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, what's going on?
On the dead
Coach
hangers.
Doc, good evening to you.
Oh man, shout out
Yeah,
to
shout
Royals,
out to your
man.
boy, though,
Hey,
man, for
the
real.
dice game used to be right over there.
Hey, look, you see, no matter look when you look it up on the internet, you can. I looked this up on Google, bro. See if we can zoom in some more.
That's crazy. Royce, they closing that shit down.
We zooming in at Roy's gas station right now. They
What's
shutting
up,
it down.
bro? How you doing
What's going
today? Want to say hi to the camera? What's up, man? What's up, Mike? What's up? We'll get this, bro. What's this?
$8. Is it restarting? It's restarting. Hey.
on? Look at this one. This is 5 years ago.
Well, yeah.
Hey, but look,
It's software.
you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I hear you.
Let me see what somebody said. Somebody said allegedly he had a whole box of EBT cards and was letting people pay him to sell their stuff, etc., etc.
I'm not using my Cash App card for that. I'm gonna use this for that.
That's crazy.
All right, look, fool. I got.
Basically, put himself in that position, man.
Mm,
Hey, that's gonna be one gas station to miss, though, for real. Hey, Ian, you ever been to that gas station, bro, right there in Lancaster? Any of my Lancaster folks in here on Facebook that's tuned in? Everybody know about Roy's gas station, man. So much shit that happened up at that gas station. But yeah, man, RP to that gas station, though, bro. It's not funny though, cause like you feel me, people gonna miss. I'm gonna miss going to that gas station. That was a little spot, especially when I used to stay out. You know, I used to stay out there, and I used to pull up there and get my little weed, man. Knowing Lancaster though, people still gonna be out there. They just gonna be on the other side of the parking lot. They gonna have to fence that thing in. Gizmo, me and Gizmo already talking about doing a video there. Like it's gonna be, that's a landmark, man. Oh God, that's a Lancaster landmark. Roy's gas station, the Arco gas station, right there on Division and Avenue J. Finally been shut down, man. A lot of stuff didn't happen. It was even rumored that the mama was the lady that killed Natasha. What's her name? I forget her last name, man, but the young girl that got killed in a Chinese store out in LA. That's just a rumor though, allegedly. I don't know if it turned out to be true or not, but it might be true, it might not. What you think though, Friday North, man?
Yeah, I'm back, man. My fault. I was paying for shit and doing some shit real quick. What you saying?
No, I was still just talking about the Roy's gas station being closed down, just like different things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know why they did that. Why they do it?
Well, allegedly he had a whole bunch of EBT cards and was letting people pay him to sell stuff there, and probably all the other activities that transpired up in that place.
And then plus all the shit that be going down over there too.
Yeah,
Niggas get shot.
He was already just doing his little illegal activities. I
wonder what they're gonna put right there now.
Probably somebody else probably gonna buy it.
Niggas don't give a fuck. They still gonna be over there. They don't give a damn.
Yeah, they gonna have to be strict as fuck though.
Exactly. Now, yeah, that's different. If they start locking up the first 10 niggas that come, then yeah, niggas ain't gonna go over there.
Bro, they probably gonna have to start off with security and all that. They ain't gonna be able just to open the store right.
Get a vape.
Yeah, fam. So let's get into the next thing that we're
What you
gonna
got?
talk about, man. My boy,
You got the $10, $12 one or some shit?
YSL Rico case. Let me mute his mic until he get it right. I unmuted your mic, bro, until you out the stuff. Let me load this up for you guys, man, and get into that news right there.
How much I owe you? All right. You still want to go to Jackson? Or you want to go back to the house? Huh?
Here we go.
Right here? Oh, I can tap it, huh? I can tap it? Yes, sir. We good? All right, man.
Oh shit, a letter. Where he at? Hey. Oh, no, I wasn't talking to you.
What they got up in there? It's like a keyboard or something. Oh, Indian. Oh, now it is. Oh, no.
Hey, close that door.
She had a booty, nigga. Oh, we still live. I thought I was muted. I'm not a perv.
All right, let me mute him while we get going. Oh yeah, man. So we in the YSL case, man. I haven't watched this video yet because usually I go through these videos, I see something like this that I see on the internet in regards to certain things that I like. But oh, I just wanted to check his mic. But for this, you know, I knew I was gonna go live today, and I want to talk about a couple things. You feel me? I already touched bases on the YSL case a little bit. We're gonna get more and more into these things. Like, you know, it's called keeping it a book. We just talk about whatever just pops up at the time, at the moment, during the day. You know, it might have happened 10 years ago. I don't think it really matters, but you know, whatever the case may be. So anyway, with this YSL case, man, we already talked about it a little bit. And, it's still a lot that we got to catch up on here on this channel. And it seems like at first it was all bad, and then it seemed kind of good, then it seemed bad, then it seemed good. It's like a roller coaster ride. That's actually exactly what it is in this.
You really want to go? I don't really want to go. You don't? You hungry?
It's like they keep adding stuff. They keep finding stuff to add to his case. It's not one thing, it's another, and then they dropping stuff. So the last good thing, the last news that came out with this case was somewhat kind of good. They had dropped some evidence on him, right? I guess, you know, some phone, something to do with his phone, or, you know, they illegally searched his house or some stuff, so they had to drop it. Basically, it didn't hold off in court. So the evidence, you know, that was a lot of evidence that had got dropped. And I guess, like, this is the next thing they found, something with contraband. I don't even know. I just seen some Young Thug's trial delayed due to 3 new cases of contraband. Let's get it. Let's get into it.
Another instance of alleged contraband being introduced to our space. And as a result of that and a subsequent investigation, one of our inmates unfortunately had to go to Grady Hospital. So in the interest of propriety, we're going to go ahead and recess for the day because Ms. Callan's client cannot be present. Is that correct, madam? Yes, ma'am. Okay, all right. So,
man, what DMX say? Here we go again. Here we go again, bro. Now, like I said, shout out to Miss Sylvia, aka Infamous Sylvia. Go subscribe to her channel. She is in the official press box at the Young Thug trial.
All right, my bad on that, you guys. Let me see.
I don't know why I'm trying, bro.
Okay, there we go. I didn't really catch what he said. Let's see.
As an initial matter, ladies and gentlemen, the reason for the delay is that we've had yet another instance of alleged contraband being introduced to our space. And as a result of that and a subsequent investigation, one of our inmates unfortunately had to go to Grady Hospital. So in the interest of propriety, we're going to go ahead and recess for the day because Ms. Callen's client cannot be present. Is that correct, madam? Yes, Your Honor. Okay, all right. So,
Man, what DMX say? Here we go again.
Yeah, so it sounds like he got caught with some type of contraband. I'm guessing inside a jail. Man, it doesn't get no better for him. He just need to chill out. My boy need to chill out.
No, scratch it to George back, please. You scratch it off?
Yo, Friday,
Yeah, can I get
North Friday, North Saturday, Wednesday. Here we go again. Hey, shout out to the 4 people that's tuned in, man. We just getting started.
Can I get?
We just getting started, y'all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up, show some love. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link in the comment section for you. Come up and talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Let's get into some information in regards to the boys. I gotta go on my Facebook real quick and because I'm sharing some information in regards to the boys. Uh-oh. Let me get to this in the background, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up, you guys. Close that out. Boom. Should be gone. There we go. Okay. Sorry about what the hell? Okay. All right, bringing it up right now, you guys. All right, so right here, you guys, we got defendant information, Giselle West, the case information, the arrest date.
Yeah.
Which was March 1st, 2022. No bail, so it's almost been. Are you back on here? It's almost been almost a year they've been locked up with 9 months. Been locked up in that county jail. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 felonies. One misdemeanor. First felony, murder. Second felony, involuntary manslaughter. Felony number 3, willful cruelty to the child, new effect 412. Felony number 4, conspire to commit a crime. Felony number 5, murder to second degree. Felony number 6, willful cruelty to a child. And misdemeanor number 1, false report of emergency. Let me click on this on the way. Okay, let me make sure you guys can see it. Okay, yeah. Hearing date 1/20/23, 8:30 a.m. Metro Division, Bakersfield. Readiness 1/30/23, 8:31 a.m. Metro Division, Bakersfield. Jury trial. Defendant name Giselle West. Pretty sure it'd be the same for Jacqueline. You know, they unless some of the charges change. I don't think so though. About time, man. The folks about to get their ass beat up in that courtroom. Not talking about physically, but like, you know, beat upside the head with that law. Dumbass folks, man. I don't understand why people do things like that when they know they gotta face these type of consequences. Live with this. All right, I think it was some more stuff I had for you guys. Oops. I think I went too far. Oh, I posted about Roy. We'll get back to that. See, we got some more comments on there. And that post right there, you guys, was made by Roro, biological cousin of the boy. She said Friday, January 20th, 2023 is a readiness hearing for those pieces of Giselle and Jacqueline West, those who've been supporting Classic and Sincere, Oren and Orson these past 2 years. Thank you so much. I also know many been silent because they know those monsters, so they don't speak on it. Believe me, I pay attention and know too many people. One thing I always said is anyone who had knowledge of Classic and Sincere's disappearance is just as guilty. Facts. I looked in the mirror and told myself if they can't support two missing children but support everything else, step all the way back. Priorities are backwards and people are too worried about the wrong things and supporting frauds. Major respect to the small percentage of people I know for a fact who are genuine and solid across the board. I can't find.
Phone dying. I'm gonna be back on here when I get to the house.
All right, bro. I can't find Jacqueline West, but they have the same court date. All darkness shall be brought to the light, eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. Just click on this link. See what they're talking about on here, you guys. All right, hold on real quick, you guys. I got to bring it right back up. I need to start doing it to where, like, wherever I go, I'm going to try that right now. See how that works out. Wherever I go on my top tabs, it shows it. So, would it be window? Let's see how this works out, you guys. Whoa. That's like goes forever. Okay, I don't think that's the one we're looking for. Sorry about that, you guys. It was just experimenting. Experiment went bad. Guess you got to stick to what you know sometimes. Let's get back to it. Trial of West Boy's adopted parents postponed to. Oh, this is. Oh. Well, this is the information we just went over, basically. But I guess we can still read it, right? Why everybody want to get in trouble and come to court with glasses like that's going to help their ass? We was talking about that the other day. Like, bro, you a whole murderer. Like, them glasses is not going to help you. You go to jail, now you can't see all of a sudden. Now you in jail, now you can't see. Somebody just popped up in here. Ian, what's going on, my boy?
What up? What up?
What happened to you, man? You fell off?
Oh, I just had to say bye to my friend. My friend Ed was here.
Okay.
What happened to Friday North?
Oh, he said his phone was about to die. He gonna hop back on when he get to the house.
Oh. What's the topic? What I missed?
35. Right now, we're just getting into a little bit of information about the two missing boys, Classic and Sincere, also known as Orin and Orson West. Ooh, excuse me. Excuse me. Their trial is coming up. Pre-trial on the 20th and trial on the 30th. So we were just going over that real quick. Hold on real quick, you guys.
We're going to have some more dabs here. I got an email.
All right, yeah, sorry about that, you guys. Yeah, so it was just covering a little information on that. This information was kind of from October, but we just still landed here with these folks' pictures on here. Giselle, 35, and Jacqueline West, 32, the charged couple with the deaths of Orin and Orson West, also known as Classic and Sincere, must wait for their trial following a postponement to January 2023. The couple was supposed to stand trial in July, was postponed to October 24th, and has been pushed back to January of 2023. Trezel's attorney said he needs more time to review the case. The pretrial readiness date is set for January 20th, 2023, and the jury trial date on January 30th, 2023, which I believe today is the 18th, correct? Ian?
What up? What up?
Today is the 8th, right?
Today is the 18th.
I mean, yeah, the 18th. My bad. I did mean to say the 18th. Yeah, so 2 more days until they until the trial and this readiness trial. What's up, son? You want to say hi? Come say hi.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
What's your name? You mean wrong? Okay. My bad. Hold on. Yeah, anyways, what's going on though, Ian?
I'm just trying to put it together
Anyway.
this new piece. I got a new email.
Okay, I thought you said email earlier. Hey, but real quick, you guys, anybody out there that's watching, if you want to hop on up or leave some comments, feel free. Make sure you hit that thumbs up though, man. Get the algorithm going. We are already on episode number 7 of Keep It a Book. Different subjects we talk about. We waiting on my boy Friday North to get back up in here. His phone was about to die. Hey, let me see what else I had that I want to talk about real quick. I had a few topics. Let me see.
Go out there. Get up here.
Hey, Ian,
What up?
what you want to talk about, man, before I get back into this next subject? What's on your mind? What's going on?
Whatever the viewers want to hear.
All right, we got 5 people up in here which I want to talk about. Infamous, what you got on your mind? What you been up to, man? How's life? Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Hey, Ian, what's up, man? I'm trying to hit like Magic Mountain or something, bro. You mess with roller coasters? Uh-oh. Ian. Ian. Yo. 10-4. Code red. Man down. Need your help. Uh-oh, we lost Ian, y'all. What's going on, Infamous, man? What's going on? All y'all out there. Fuck it. We're gonna get into the next subject. We're gonna talk about a little bit of Young Dolph. It was a minute, it's about to go on a year and a half. I did some videos on the demise of Young Dolph. It's a lot of stuff that's popping up, man. The FBI just got in hold of his case. Let's just see what the internet is talking about allegedly, y'all. I don't really know too much. I've been catching up myself, but we're finna see right now. All right, you guys, before we get into this, let me go ahead and internet running kind of slow. So let me cut this video off. And let me run this before we get into that. Ian, I don't know if you can hear me. I got your message on Facebook, bro. You just got to click
Copyright
the link
disclaimer. Copyright
and,
disclaimer
sometimes it
under
just does
Section
that, man.
107 of the
Sometimes I'll get
Copyright
kicked
Act
out. Sometimes it runs
1976.
slow.
Allowances made for
Sometimes the
fair
guest
use
might
for
get kicked
purposes
out.
such as criticism,
Mhm.
comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair.
Yo, what's good, my YouTube fam? So on that note, I must say, anything said about any person or persons in this content are not proven facts. Information in this content is based off of opinions and allegations. Allegedly. You know the internet's favorite word, allegedly. Allegedly. Well, let's get it.
Rocket Man. Hey, shout out to Boosie though. Shout out my boy Seti Nash, a YouTuber, popping in the hip hop culture. You know, put out some good information out there. Hopefully he don't trip off of me using this video. I ain't monetizing nothing though. Let me say that, y'all. I'm not gonna monetize no videos, no lives. for a cool minute. It's gonna be what's up, Infamous?
What's good? I need to close out my YouTube right here. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't know if it's echoing. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
But yeah, it's gonna be. I'm gonna wait till I get my channel get back going up. Then I'm gonna get back to the monetizing. So right now we're just kind of having a little bit of fun. Of course, I've been getting a lot of copyrights. I ain't got no strikes, but
You got copyright? Oh, because you're playing are you playing music or like playing certain things? If you play any kind of music that's copyright, like they'll get you for it, and you wouldn't be able to monetize. Like they'll let it be up, but they won't let you monetize it. Santino, put those on your ears, dude.
and like right now, since I'm really not monetizing these videos,
Yeah.
I just been just having fun, just trying to get the followers back up, man,
Yeah.
and get everybody back tuned in.
They made it to where you could get your community, your community tab that you have that you get on your channel. You get it quicker now. You get it a lot quicker. Because I already have one. I was tripping out. I was like, I got a community tab. I was all excited.
Yeah, they should have had it like that. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's like you can use that as like like a social media type thing.
Yeah. I was all excited. I was like, what? I didn't even know I had it. I don't even know how long I had it. I was all tripping out. I was all excited. But
That's cool, man.
yeah. Yeah.
So
I
hey, you still be on I remember I used to see your ass all over the place on the internet. You still be rocking.
Yeah, I've been moving around, but I pulled back from a couple of people because it just, I don't know, it's just people be flipping like as soon as the wind blows a different direction, and it's just like I don't want to involve myself in it. You know what I mean? I don't want to get up in the mix or the mess or get caught up in all that high school stuff. And it's not. I don't have no problems with anybody. I just pull back and I just kind of just silently just kind of pull back from it because I can't support some of the things that they be doing, so it's like I don't want to put my name on that. I believe in your name is like worth more than money, so like I just pull back if they start kind of they start, I don't know, it's weird how these YouTube streets work, man. People be they just flip the script all of a sudden. It's like, whoa, what happened, like overnight. So I just kind of pull back from certain people. I don't go on I'm still all over the place, but I go in different places now. I kind of pick and choose and just a little more cautious about, where I put myself.
Okay. You been caught up on a Young Dolph case?
They I don't know. You could catch me up. I know that they tell me. I don't even want to say nothing.
Well, basically, like I don't know like too many details, but I know the feds just picked it up.
Yeah, well, I think that didn't they already have it? I think the FBI. I think they were already working it because they kind of move in silence. They kind of move quietly. Like I've been following the Shanquella Robinson case real close. I've been following.
What's going on with that?
So Mexico and the United States have a treaty, right?
That's a
So they
good subject to talk about too.
Yeah, I actually have a video that I did like a screen recorder because I have ADHD. So I started using a narrating app. So anything that I have, so it's easier for me to listen to it. Doesn't matter what I read. It's because if I read it, it doesn't really compute all the way. So I have this app, so it narrates it for me. So it'll show it, so I screen record it. And so I did that with the treaties just to get a better understanding because people are not understanding that Mexico and the United States have this treaty. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's very complicated. Like you have to really know it. So I screen recorded like the treaty. I had downloaded it and screen recorded it and let the narrator read the treaty, so people can get a better understanding because there's a lot of shenanigans going on. Like, cause Mexico is Mexico, it's the way they move differently, and some people are more corrupt than others, and the person that did so basically I think the FBI, because you know who the real boss man 815 is, right?
Yeah.
I moderate for him. Well, so he went and he paid for a attorney to get a consultation because everybody's thinking, well, the FBI is dragging their feet because there's no arrest for anybody. So Mexico has the way they do it, their warrant, like they have a warrant, and they call it a red warrant. I don't know. It's red, something with the color red. And so it hasn't been, so they have to negotiate with the United States, and I'm sure the FBI is involved over here because they posted it on social media. You know what I mean? So they're moving over here in silence over here, doing their thing because, the Mexico says they have a warrant, but they haven't unsealed it. So I think the FBI and what they're doing, like kind of on the down low, because when he went to go pay for that lawyer, he asked him, he goes, a lot of people are thinking that the FBI is dragging their feet, like they're not. You know what I mean? She's not getting her justice, or like, why is it taking so long, and so on and so forth, because that's what everybody's saying. And he said, you know what he did? He laughed at me. He said, the lawyer laughed at me. He goes, honey, he goes, dude, he goes, he didn't say honey. He goes, the FBI doesn't drag their feet. That's the last thing that they do. Before, they probably been working on this, and what it is because they probably have more than just the one, what is it, Dejanay? The one that actually did, the physical, but everybody else that was recording it, it's just as much as got their hands dirty and just as guilty, I think, I feel anyway, personally. So that warrant, since it's not unsealed and it's in Mexico, it's another country, it's the way they move, and then there's a treaty, all that stuff, they haven't unsealed it. So I think the FBI is trying to apprehend, trying to track down the rest of the kids, because we don't know what's in that warrant. We don't know if it's just Dejanay. We don't know if it has, the other one. So they need to have, so they're, FBI has to have all their ducks in a row, because once they start to go do this, talk to Mexico or whatever they're doing, because we don't know, they're doing all this stuff under the radar because they don't want us to know, because they're trying to apprehend, I'm sure, a lot of these kids. But see, a lot of them, they took off. They're not in their house. They're not in their residence. Like they can't, nobody can really find them. They're basically hiding somewhere. So the FBI or the U.S. Marshals, they can't subpoena them or they can't take them in for interrogation because they can't find them. So they can serve a subpoena on. So the lawyer says they can serve a subpoena like to the other kids that were involved, that recorded, that were all there. They can serve it at their residence and they can post it, but legally, if they don't serve it to them like physically, and they don't grab it, you know what I mean? How they serve it to their hand, that they don't have to go in. So I think that's why everybody dipped out. Everybody's dipped out, so they're avoiding, being apprehended or taken in for question, whatever they're gonna do, however the FBI rules. So there's just a whole bunch of shenanigans. So, and then there's people that are dragging the family. Like there's a lot of these creators lately have been dragging victims and survivors, like that have survivor's guilt from some of these tragedies that have been happening, and it's infuriated me just to watch them. Like they have that Idaho 4, the one that those 4 college students too. There's creators saying, because there's 2 girls that survived, that didn't get harmed in that incident, right? So there were roommates in there. It's like a college town, So there's creators on this platform that are talking about, well, why did she call the cops, and why did it take her so long, and why did she go save her friend? She could have saved their life. I mean, they're talking really. It's infuriating to hear how some of these creators are, the way they treat these, and then they're making money off of it, acting like they're there for the victims, or they're there for the family, and they're not. They're nasty. They're just poop. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say it. They make me so mad because just to hear them, and then there's people that follow them. There's people all day that are just jump on that bandwagon, subscribers and viewers, and they just talk so ill about some of these survivors, and it's just infuriating. So I've been making videos and calling out some of the, kind of like what you were doing, in the beginning. And so I've there's a couple of them that I got one that I'm going to do like that old TV show, This Is Your Life. And I'm going to put all their contradictory stuff and just make a big, long, this is your life. And I'm going to pick a certain creator and basically show all their contradicting, because they claim this, but yet again, they're over here talking on the side of their neck, So I'm gonna have a little compilation video showing, like they say one thing and then you're gonna see them say the most foulest, dragging the victims, or, they're calling other creators cockroaches. It's disgusting. It's gross. That's about it. Yeah.
Let's get into this video with Nancy Grace. They planned it. Let's see what she's talking about. She looked pretty angry.
Yeah.
this girl getting killed, they then lie about her cause of death to her mother. They lied about it. Now, is lying a felony? No, it is not. But doesn't it suggest to you, Gary, that they lied for a nefarious reason, and that reason being to cover up their involvement in her death?
You got to echo this,
Yes,
Sean.
absolutely.
That's probably you. I got headphones in.
It appears that the story is being told.
That got to be on your end. I got headphones
to the
in.
family from
I
the
don't have
very
anything
get-go
on.
were not true, and it does raise the question of whether this was a pre-planned attack, whether it was organized not only by the person who committed it physically, but those around the room. And you know, it's a sad day for the family, but it's also going to be a very, very sad day for these people because they are going to be implicated. They are going to, at a minimum, be witnesses in a potential criminal trial of the person.
You
who
got
actually
that
perpetrated.
right, Davidson. They're not just witnesses. And what you said really hits the nail on the head, Gary Davidson. Now I know why you're a high-profile lawyer specializing in international law. This was pre-planned. I mean,
Nancy, could I speak to that? Because I agree.
I mean, the
I
woman
think
is
they
asleep in bed, and they come in with a video camera with Muhammad Ali over there in the corner ready to fight. They have this thing planned.
A few weeks back, the mother of Shankwella Robinson, a North Carolina woman who died during a Mexican getaway with a group of friends in late October, revealed new information about her death to legal pundit Nancy Grace as her family and supporters call for authorities to execute an arrest warrant in the case. Supporters of the slain beautician raised questions about the initial treatment of the investigation and pressured authorities to take action against her 6 travel companions, who were absent for more than 2-hour event during her justice rally, even though she trusted them enough to travel thousands of miles to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, and share a villa with them. Nancy believes that the attack on Shankwella by her friends was pre-planned and that all of them should be arrested immediately. So, what did the daring podcaster reveal that has frightened the Cabo Six? Let's find out. Weeks after Shankwella Robinson's death, her parents, Salamandra Robinson and Bernard Robinson, discovered that her travel companions lied about her death. Now, Nancy Grace believes whatever happened in Cabo wasn't an accident, but a meticulously planned execution. The Cabo Six told the Robinsons that their 25-year-old daughter died of alcohol poisoning. Her best friend, Colin Cook, one of the travelers in the group, brought Shankwella's luggage and other belongings to the family's home and spent every day comforting them. The group picked out clothes for the funeral they planned to attend, but when the death certificate arrived, they disappeared, Salamandra said. The certificate shows Shankwella died of a broken spinal cord and neck. Soon after, the mother received a video of another woman lambasting Shankwella with a succession of blows at her head, neck, and other parts of her body, while her others stood by and watched and recorded the attack on their cell phones. Salamandra said the footage made her sick to her stomach. She believes her daughter was beaten to death. Nancy, in her assessment, believes Shankwella's friends planned to kill her, as evidenced by the attack while she was asleep, with the rest of the crew recording the attack while others stood by and watched her getting killed. She wasn't even fighting back. They attacked, Salamandra said in a recent interview with Nancy Grace. Mexican authorities have issued an arrest warrant for femicide, murder against a woman because of her gender. The Charlotte FBI field office has also opened an investigation into Shankwella's death. The victim's family said authorities had been mum about the warrant's details and the investigation's status. Officials say they must extradite the suspect listed on the warrant so that they can face prosecution in Mexico. But Shankwella's parents want everyone in the group to face charges for what they did, and so is Nancy. The family is still reeling from the shocking loss of the young entrepreneur and business student and questions why authorities are taking so long to make an arrest. This hurt to the core, said Bernard Robinson. She was my only child. She had so much going for herself. Although details of Shankwella's death are still sketchy, a police report shows that medical personnel attended to her for hours before she died. In contrast, her death certificate shows she died within minutes of her injuries. Meeting someone somewhere is trying to cover up their mess. Salamandra is still trying to piece together the details, but she confirmed some of the events leading up to her daughter's death during an interview with Nancy on November 28th. The mother said the woman in the viral video pounding on Shankwella is Detini Jackson, who many suspected from the start. Salamandra also revealed that the video of the fight, which solidified her suspicions about Shankwella's cause of death, was circulating before her daughter died. Someone called me and told me before they even arrived back to Charlotte, North Carolina, that they were over there fighting her. So I didn't know how true it was, Salamandra told Nancy. The grieving mother said someone eventually posted it on Facebook and a friend saw it and sent it to her. By that time, Shanquella's friends had already returned to North Carolina at least 2 days after her October 29th death. So after they got back and Shanquella had passed, the video had surfaced on Facebook and someone sent it to my family, she said. Salamandra also revealed that her daughter liked to sleep in the nude and probably was sleeping right before the attack in the viral video, something that Nancy also singled out. She was a good child and had a great heart, and she did not deserve to be treated like that, the mother said. Nancy's call for the arrest of Cabo 6 adds to the voices of millions of others across the globe who have urged both the American and the Mexican governments to speed up the process. Years before she became Nancy Grace, legal commentator and host of her own show, Crime Stories with Nancy Grace on Fox Nation, she was simply Nancy Grace, a 19-year-old English literature major at Mercer University in Georgia. She spent her days studying Shakespeare and dreamed of becoming a professor. She was about to marry Keith Griffin, a 23-year-old geology student who had been earning extra money working for the Ingram Construction Company on the Georgia Craft Plywood site near Madison. And then tragedy struck. One day in August 1979, a few months before the wedding, Griffin took the company truck out to buy sodas for himself and his co-workers. As he drove out of the Craft Plywood entrance road and onto U.S. Route 278, he was shot and killed by a former co-worker, Tommy McCoy, who had recently been fired from the construction company. McCoy had no prior criminal records. The killing shattered Nancy's world. She completely lost her appetite and dropped out of school for a time. I had no idea what was going on in the world until Keith was murdered, the now veteran legal commentator said. Since then, I've been driven by doing everything she can to ensure Shanquella gets justice. District Attorney's Office in Georgia before catching the attention of Court TV founder Stephen Brill, who invited her to be a co-host with Johnny Cochran on the network and turned her into a star she is today. Adding her voice to the Shanquella case will definitely lay more pressure on the authorities involved to act, and soon, the Cabo 6 will be arrested and prosecuted. And that's it from us today. Until next time, bye.
Yeah, that's a crazy story right there, man. Prayers for justice for Shanquella. For reals. The Cabo 6, huh? So that's what they called the group of friends.
Yeah, and then there was 2 or 3 of them that, I mean, they were all they were streaming it. They were all recording it while she was doing it, and then they said, like, "Are you gonna fight back?" And she's like, "No, like she's not. Like Shanquella was not that. She wasn't like a fighter. You know what I mean? Like she was a boss. She was a boss girl, but she had it going on. She went to college. She's graduated. She got her degrees. She had she was braiding hair for a long time, like little girls. If you go on her, I think her Instagram or whatever. I don't know if it's her Facebook or her Instagram. There's still videos of her like showing like the little girls, and she'd do like little hearts. Like she would like braid their hair, and they have like these little hearts on their hair, like on their scalp, like little cute little hearts. Like she'd do these little designs. She had her own clothing line. Like she paid for that whole trip in Cabo. Like she was, you know, she had it going on. You know, she was a good girl. Like her daddy's just so crushed, dude. Like he's brokenhearted. Like there's no, I mean, Mama is too, but Daddy's really brokenhearted. Like he's so sad. He just doesn't understand it because those are supposed to be her friends, you know. And then one of them is supposed to be Nazir or whatever his name is, supposed to be her best friend. Yeah. And then he did that post on Instagram or something. I don't know. And the way he was talking, I don't know. I think his body language doesn't match up with what he's saying out of his mouth, you know. It just doesn't. Because he said he got there a day late, but he kept talking about, but we didn't get to go do this, and we didn't get to ride the quads, and we had all this stuff lined up. And it's like, your best friend is gone. Like, and then they all boned out and came back to the States, you know, and left Shanquella there. And the mom is so upset. Like, she's just like, you know, they left my baby there. You know, they left her there. They hurried up and came back to the States. And then, you know, there's just a lot of contradicting stuff on, like, when they arrived, when they said that was alcohol poisoning, that they actually went to the mama's house. They went to Shanquella's mom's house, and they went when they first initially flew back, and was trying to tell her that, but she said one of them was sweating so profusely, like he had to take off his shirt, like he was just sweating, like, you know, because they weren't telling the truth. And then after that, she said she didn't hear nothing from them, and somebody reached out to her anonymously and told her, hey, check this out. Something, that fight was, it was on social media, and gave her, direction and directed her, and she basically witnessed it. And then, yeah, it's terrible. They've gone through a lot, and it was right before, I think, Thanksgiving. I want to say, so they, right before Thanksgiving, right before all the holidays. And she said she had talked to her the night before, and she said, she said, well, I'm gonna go have dinner with my friends. She goes, okay, well, you have a good, she said, we just got in and this and that, we're gonna go eat. And she had hired a chef to come cook for them and all that stuff it was a big old villa. She paid for everything for them. So I think there's a lot of there was some jealousy. You know what I mean? I think it was set up. I don't know if it was intentional. But you know how girls, mean girls, girls just they're vicious, and I think she was basically just, I think there was some resentment and there was some envy, and you know what I mean? And it just built, and then I don't know if there was what they were drinking and stuff. And so I'm sure that had a factor in how, they I don't know. It's very, and then they were all streaming it, just so you can see them streaming it and saying they said, and so somebody posted it on social media, so they thought it was okay to, and she basically broke her spine. Her spine got disconnected from her. They said she would have died within 15 minutes, but there's so contradicting of how long it was there, how long it took them to call the nurse, and who did what. But you can see on the video, some of the videos, that you can see that they're streaming it from their phone as that girl's beating her up, and then she's butt naked too, because I guess she sleeps. I don't know if she sleeps that way or whatever, but she was in the bed and she had went and said, "Are you ready?" or whatever. And so I don't know what the whole scenario is. I don't think we're really gonna know until they start rounding up these people. So I think that's what I'm thinking. That's what they're doing on the down low, because they're going to want that case airtight, and they're going to make sure their ducks are in a row, and they don't want all this stuff to be leaked, So the FBI is moving like professionals, and I think they're trying to apprehend, so that they can present that, because they're going to have to talk because Mexico's going to want them too, but they don't have, they have that femicide stuff, but they don't have the death penalty in Mexico. So the mom initially, but if you really think about it, and the way the treaty is and all that stuff, they probably have more of a conviction rate, you know what I mean, and them being held accountable for what has happened to Shanquella, all of them here in the United States. I'm thinking now that as time has gone by, and you start researching and getting information, it just seems they're probably going to have more conviction, more chance of a conviction, because they posted it on social media over here. So there's proof, you know what I mean? So it's not but they have to talk with Mexico. There's that complicated situation too. Mexico doesn't want the attention, but then again, the attention's there. So they might try to front and be like, oh, well, we want them, So they have to figure out a way to negotiate the situation. So.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, the whole situation is messed up. It sounds like they definitely had some type of envy or something for sure. They probably didn't mean to want to kill her, but they definitely had something out for her. And I definitely do think that part of that, they did use her to get to Mexico and use all her money, and you know, just try to take advantage of her.
They were trying to punk her and kind of call her, make her look dumb on social media, and it basically got out of control. It got out of hand. Obviously, somebody lost their life, and now they're like, oh, I don't know, but they're all wrong. I think they're all wrong for it. The ones that were streaming it are just as much as they might as well have just been right there hitting her too. I think you don't just. That's embarrassing. Why would you want to do that? You'd have to have some type of ill intentions and some jealousy or something to be calling somebody out and fighting her butt naked. You know what I mean? And she's not fighting back, and you're just, wailing on her. And you can see when she goes limp, her neck goes limp, like she's like a rag doll, So there's a lot of, it's sad. It's sad how things have gotten lately, there's just a lot of that stuff that's been going on everywhere. I don't know. We can't drop the ball on these kids. That's all I can say. I'm going to do my best to make sure that I raise some kids that actually have some, some morals, some respect for people, mindfulness and stuff, not to be vicious and just mean and ugly just to be mean and ugly. The social media stuff has got kids desensitized, I think, with just human contact. Everybody's online and everything's behind the camera, so they're like desensitized to everything.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Let's get into one more video, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I've been in this thing about an hour. I'm probably come back in a few though.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down later because I gotta put my son in the shower anyway. But it was nice to see you, Rashawn.
Oh yeah, nice to see you.
Yeah, your little boy's getting big, man.
Too.
He's cute. He's a cutie.
Thank you. Yeah, you're getting big.
Yeah, tell the family I said hi and take care and do your thing. Take care of your family, like you always do. All right, take care. Bye.
Thank you for coming on up. Yeah, crazy story right there, man. Once again, prayers for the family, prayers for her. And I'm pretty sure the Cabo 6, as they say, is they gonna face their day, man. I don't see them getting away with this. Oh, hold on. I just seen something. What's the third person recording? Yeah, I don't see them getting away with this, man. It's just a matter of time. You know how things work nowadays. Sometimes it takes time. Of course, everybody out there wants justice, like quick, fast. But sometimes they got to build that case. And I'm pretty sure they're probably trying to get more people that may be involved. I remember when I first seen this situation that they were saying that it was another girl that body slammed her that wasn't in the video. So, maybe that could be a fact. Maybe, it's all allegations allegedly. But we on our end, we don't really know. We only know what's out there, what's released. Could be other type of evidence, that's being sealed up, things done behind the scene, and things of that nature. See if we could find one more video in regards to Creela's situation. Let's see what this one is. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in out there, man. It's coming back in. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. We just getting back started, so ain't that too many people coming on in, but once we put in that footwork, it's gonna get up there. Give it a couple months, man. Hopefully we get 20, 30, 40 people up in here, maybe in the hundreds, maybe in the thousands. You just gotta manifest it, gotta put it into the air, put that work in. That's what we're looking for. It's a new year, new things. I've been playing around with this YouTube for over a year, man. So yeah. It's about that time. I think it's about that time. Oh, I've been saying that, but
Yes, that is right. Terrifying new audio leaks have unearthed some.
Let me go ahead and drop this link. This is just in. They up almost 300,000 subscribers. They been popping. That's what's up. But yeah, I do not own. I don't own the rights to this video. So let me say that. But it's all for educational purposes and fair use. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and drop this link in the comment section. Fair use, out of respect for their channel. Let's get it.
Incredible evidence credible evidence in the Shankwella Robinson case. This audio clearly shows that Shankwella did indeed get involved in a fight because she was forced into one. But who is that person that the audio mentions? Just who is Johnny Jackson? Keep watching as we break down the complete leak in this video. Since the news of her death spread, a video of one of her friends, apparently Johnny Jackson, beating up Shankwella before her untimely death has surfaced online. Jackson's picture is also doing the rounds on the internet. A naked Shankwella Robinson can be seen in the video being beaten up by a woman. The victim's companions remained in the room and recorded the vicious attack on their phones. A friend can be heard cheering on the attacker at one point in the video, while another man remarks, "At least fight back." The names and images of the friends who accompanied the 25-year-old victim have surfaced online since the video went viral. Many people have questioned the innocence of Paulo, Winter Donovan, Alice Hyatt, Johnny Jackson, and Nazir Wiggins. Winter Donovan is the woman speaking in the earlier audio leak. Because the names of Robinson's friends were discovered on the internet, the six allegedly deleted their social media profiles. Although there isn't much information about Jackson online, netizens shared an image of her LinkedIn page on Twitter. Johnny Jackson's LinkedIn.
Damn, she said all six of the folks, all of the Cabo six deleted their social medias. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Profile describes her as an aspiring healthcare professional. Her biography also stated that she attended Winston-Salem State University. She also worked at Blue Rhino in Greensboro, North Carolina, according to her biography. They are a propane tank exchange brand, according to the company's official website. Given the amount of views and attention Jackson has received online, it is unclear whether she is still employed by the group. But why did they even fight? Well, that's been answered in the audio leaks too.
They did have a fight. That's going viral. They were fighting because Perla did some crazy shit.
In a statement, the State Attorney General's Office of Baja California Sur, Mexico, said it had filed an arrest warrant for a woman as the likely responsible person.
Commercial, you guys.
Adding that
Commercial.
an investigation revealed that the death was the result of a direct attack, not an accident. Mexican authorities did not name the culprit, but we can pretty confidently conclude that it was Johnny at this time. According to Shankwella's father, Bernard Robinson, the FBI had also begun an investigation into her death then. Mr. Robinson claims that some of Shankwella's friends initially told her mother that she died of alcohol poisoning. However, a death certificate acquired by a Charlotte television station, WSOC-TV, from Mexican officials identified the cause of death on August 29 as severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, or the dislocation of a ring-shaped bone that supports the skull. According to the certificate, this...
I just want to say this, man. Some people is just so down to earth, just plain out dumb. They was already recording what happened, and then you know, it was posted on social media. And also, you got to know it's going to be a death certificate. What did they think? Because it was in Mexico that was, you know, it wasn't going to get back to the United States, and nobody was going to figure out, like, it wasn't going to be an autopsy or something. And then you go to the mama's house, though, and be all in this woman's face, and y'all didn't had all something to do with killing her daughter. Like, that's just down bad on their soul. And even if they didn't physically do it, I know they feel like they did, because that's just not right. I know it's a hard, tough situation to be in, you know, but hey, man, y'all too old to be doing, you know, people like that, man. That's like some teenage type accident type stuff. Y'all all is grown folks, man.
Ms. Robinson was found unconscious in a living room at an address in San Jose del Cabo, Mexico, and died about 15 minutes later. There was no mention of alcohol toxicity. Mr. Robinson expressed disbelief that Mexican officials had permitted his daughter's friends to depart the country following her death. He stated she had traveled from Charlotte to Mexico on August 28, one day before she died. "I can't talk for her, but I am going to be her voice," Mr. Robinson said in an interview. "I'm going to be her voice to the end because I'm going to get to the bottom of this." The State Department forwarded inquiries about the inquiry to the Federal Bureau of Investigation, but stated that it provides consular support to family members when an American person dies abroad. She was a growing, sweet-hearted person, loved people, loved her friends, loved to have fun. Mr. Robinson said, just a smart, intelligent person. He stated that he had no idea why somebody would attack his daughter. He did, however, claim that he recognized her in the viral video. According to Mr. Robinson, it shows Miss Robinson in a bedroom being hit in the head and kicked repeatedly by a woman. It was her. Mr. Robinson said, she's not a fighter. She didn't believe in drama. She wasn't raised like that. And that much was confirmed by what came later in the leaked audio.
He told her to, that's right, I don't want to drag you out of the bed. You didn't want to. That's how that happened.
And now for the biggest bombshell. The truth is finally out, and it is as always thought by the public.
Fortunately, she did die because of on the bed. Because I see something in the video, don't mean that happened. You're just trying to cover it up with a broken spine and whatever else.
So Shankwella did die because of the fight. That was always the opinion of many, and it has finally been confirmed by Winter Donovan, someone who saw it unfold. Emergency responders treated Shankwella in her apartment for over 4 hours before she died, according to a police report obtained by Gerardo Zuiga, an investigative reporter from Metropoli MX. According to the investigation, the alarm was raised at 2:23 p.m. on October 29th, just one day after Ms. Robinson and her pals arrived at the luxurious resort. An hour later, a doctor arrived to find Shankwella verbally unresponsive. She had a seizure not long after that. According to the police investigation, Shankwella's friends ignored the doctor's instructions to transport her to the hospital, preferring she stay at the resort. An ambulance was called only when death was imminent. Ms. Robinson fell into cardiac arrest, and a doctor reportedly performed 14 rounds of CPR on her, as well as 5 doses of adrenaline and 6 defibrillator discharges. These efforts proved futile, and she was pronounced dead at 5:57 p.m. This 4-hour tale appears to contradict Ms. Robinson's death certificate, which states she died 15 minutes after suffering a fractured neck. Indeed, it's unclear if the doctor who treated Shankwella was aware that she had a severe spinal injury or whether her friend's insistence that she had alcohol poisoning influenced the care she received. This certainly seems to contradict what Winter mentioned in the audio, alleging that the officials covered up the death by saying she did not have a broken neck. Autopsy reports would say otherwise, so we'll chalk that one down to Winter trying to save her own neck. Actually, it wasn't a quarrel, but instead of direct aggression. Daniel de la Rosa Ania, a prosecutor for the state of Baja California Sur, told Metropoli MX, "We are carrying out all the pertinent procedures such as the Interpol alert and the request for extradition to the United States of America. It's about 2 Americans, the victim and the culprit." That corroborates what Winter says about the DJNE and the audio leak. And now, for perhaps the most startling part of the audio leaks, it appears that DJNE was not the only person that fought Shankwella. Now that opens a completely new can of worms, and it could also explain why the investigation into the
See, that's kind of what I was saying earlier, that it was rumored that somebody else was fighting her too. Then that could be why it's taking so long. Like, it's so much that they got to investigate in between 2 countries. So it kind of makes sense, you know. FBI ain't never going to drag their feet, though.
The case is taking so long. If there are multiple suspects in the murder, it could take a while to get them to fess up. Dr. Carolina Beatriz Ornelas Gutierrez, a medic from the neighboring American Medical Center, came to the Villa Linda 32 resort at 3:15 p.m. on October 29. According to the police report, medical evacuations are rather typical for U.S. tourists in Mexico. According to the police report, which is in Spanish, Dr. Gutierrez was told Shankwella had a lot of alcohol and needed an IV drip. According to the medic, Shankwella looked to be intoxicated and was unable to speak vocally. She urged that the patient be taken to a hospital right away, but her friends were adamant that she stay at the resort. According to the police report, Shankwella began having seizures at about 4:20 p.m. Shankwella was fighting to breathe, and her pulse had dropped, according to the doctor. According to the investigation, Winter Donovan dialed 911 at the time. The phone number indicated on the document for Ms. Donovan has been disconnected. After determining that Shankwella no longer had a pulse, the doctor began delivering CPR at 4:49 p.m. Shankwella received 14 rounds of CPR, 5 doses of adrenaline, and 6 defibrillator shots in all. She was pronounced dead at 5:57 p.m., with cardiopulmonary arrest reported as the cause of death. In a statement to ABC News, the State Attorney General's Office of Baja California Sur said investigators were collecting more evidence.
I think we already got over that part. Yeah, man. Yeah, they gonna have their day coming for sure. They better get their little freedom in while they can. I know it's hard for them to sleep, hard for them to eat, knowing what they did, knowing them folks might be coming for their ass though. Right, Sean, keep it a book. We out of here. We will be back. We shall be back. Thank you for those that's tuned on in, man. Much love, much more to come. Keeping it a book, episode 7. We will be back with episode number 8 either tonight or tomorrow or the next day. I don't know. Ain't no set dates, man. We just going by the book right now. Everything is on the book. Everything on the book, though. Out of here. Peace and blessings to y'all. Everybody have a blessed night. Send prayers out to all the victims out there, man. And prayers for all the victims. Everybody that's going through stuff, family and friends.